Hello, welcome to Tales of the 20-Sided.
Way! Whoop, 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 way!
Good stuff. Is that noise at the end?
I don't know.
It's been a couple of weeks because I have had some stuff going on, which we won't talk about on stream. But we're back and ready to go again. Who are we going to start with this time? We'll go Ed.
Well, as I'm sure you, well, as I like to think you will know, but in case you didn't, we release new videos every Friday at 8:30, following the Saturday of the stream. So we are Tales of the 20-Sided on there. You should see a link in our chat or on our Twitch. If you're watching us on YouTube already, you're ahead of the curve. Thank you. If you can go ahead and make sure you subscribe, like, add a comment, hit that bell so you don't miss any of our content. It helps us with the algorithm, lets us feel loved. It must be said. And we reply to all the comments on the videos as well. So yeah, and stay tuned for all the exciting content we have coming up. I said
that's become your bit.
Yep, I say it every single time we do this, despite the fact the content does not emerge, but it is coming. I'm just, I don't know, edging you all. But it's coming.
Start off with edging this week. Ollie, over to you.
Pussy had an edging.
Right when I was about to start. So if you've got Amazon Prime and you link it to your Twitch, you can have one free sub to any Twitch channel every month. If you go down to where it says subscribe at the bottom of the screen, click on that, and there's a little option to pay with Prime. If you've already linked it, click on that. Completely free. Comes out of Jeff Bezos' pocket, not yours. Gives you access to sorts, sub perks on the channel, and also helps creators like us get a little bit, so we can keep doing what we do, and entertaining however many of you will be entertaining.
Beautiful. Rick,
I'll wait till the end to do the other bit.
Sure.
Thank you.
Rick, thank you for the follow. Emma.
I can't think of anything entertaining to say at the start then after that one. But if you do want some entertaining, here we go. Then check out Pitter Patter. Look, I've even got their logo now. Check out Pitter Patter. They provide high quality 3D printed miniatures for all your tabletop needs. They're excellent quality miniatures. I've actually just bought myself some more. So I have a unpainted at the moment, if it's going to focus. I have Maebh in her lovely winter form, ready to paint, casting some magic. But yeah, check them out. I'm all blurry. They have a huge range of already available on their website and Etsy, and you can also... Martine, what are you doing? You can also create your own custom miniature on something like Hero Forge or Eldritch Foundry, and download the STL and then get them printed by Pitter Patter for a fraction of the cost. Yeah, I love them. I've got quite a few of their miniatures now. So yeah, check them out. You can check them out over at pitterpatteremporium.co.uk and pitterpatteremporium.etsy.com, and you can put in our code TOT20 at checkout for a 15% discount.
Beautiful.
So yeah.
Check them out. Martine?
Hi everyone, welcome back. Okay, so you can find content over on TikTok, Instagram, X, Blue Sky, and Facebook. We put exclusive content out on TikTok. We've got some funny little ha-has over there. And yeah, if you go give us a like and a follow over there, then it'd be much appreciated. Thank you.
And I guess back to Ollie, because Reese isn't here.
Yeah. So I wanted to say, in place of Reese, thank you for everyone who's watching, and I think I can do the thing. Is it they're good back?
Yeah, his comes through, but yeah.
Yeah, all right. I was going to say happy birthday to Pharrell Williams, who's 52 today. Also, actress Lily James, who's 36, and the wrestling star Charlotte Flair, who is 39 today. Happy birthday to all of those.
Happy birthday to Pharrell Williams and a couple of other people.
Do you know Lily James? She does the Sky adverts.
No,
Yeah,
Sky Ad
my
adverts.
favourite thing that I watch on TV, those Sky
It's
adverts.
the only thing I know that she's in.
Not a clue.
It's the thing that came off the top of my head that I know she's been in. She's been in the Sky adverts.
Excellent. Well done, Lily James. We all have dreams and you've made it. I think that's it. Are we done?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Ed, roll the intro. So, to recap where we have been at recently, you have been in the Unseelie part of the Feywild on a mission which turned out to be false. You were imprisoned for a short amount of time, managed to fight your way out. Not before, whilst finding Quentin's beloved Felicity, who unfortunately was too far gone in her curse that she had put upon her, and the life drained out of her, but she managed to say goodbye to Quentin. You fled, finding a couple of guards who didn't have happy endings through the hands of Kaef and Quentin. And you raced over to a family member of Maebh, the Prince of Frost, who gave you a frosty reception. Thank you. He seemingly had been forming some sort of army after receiving a message from Maebh. But you had some conversation. He seemed to take a small liking to Pebbles, who was gutsy in her approach. Kaef ended up frozen in a block of ice for possibly being disrespectful in someone's citadel or castle made of frost. But you managed to get a room for the evening in Maebh's bedroom, with promise of going to Maebh's family shortly after. As you guys were heading to bed, closing your eyes for the evening, knowing you were safe, Pebbles decided to leave, sneak out. And that is where we will pick up with Pebbles and myself. So if the rest of you could please leave. And I will let you know when you can come back. I will pop that. Pebbles, you leave the comfort of Maebh's huge bedroom, and you try your best to retrace your steps through the icy, labyrinthian halls that led you. And you make your way difficultly, but you manage back to the throne room. As you step in, the room is empty and utterly still. But could you roll me a perception check?
I don't think I like these new dice. 9 altogether.
Okay. You step in, and the room has almost an oppressive energy. A presence that lingers almost like a cold breath on the back of your neck. Taking in this room properly now that it's empty and you're not in conversation directly with Maebh or the others or the prince himself, you see the room has these tall frozen pillars that rise like monoliths along the sides of the chamber. As you stand there, you see that they glimmer faintly with eerie reflections. The architecture itself is majestic but unnatural. Every angle sharp, every surface jagged. At the center of the room is an elevated platform with frost-slicked steps that lead up to a throne. The throne is imposing, carved from ice, it's jagged and asymmetrical. The edges of it glint faintly as though it's searching for light itself. There are runes on it that pulse faintly across its surface, but they are unreadable to you. As you take in the room, you have this oppressive stillness and silence. What are you doing?
Pebbles, I imagine she'd go up to the throne to investigate it a little bit closer and just sort of like almost run a paw along it a little bit, like along the runes.
Roll me investigation.
Oh fuck no, hell no. I don't like these dice at all. Nope. I got a nat 1.
Beautiful.
Investigation. Help. Oh, it's a 3 altogether.
Good stuff. As you start to take steps towards the throne, the echoes of your footsteps bounce heavily around the room. And whilst you reach a hand out to touch the runes and touch the throne itself, your own breathing sounds out of place and is amplified and echoes around. You touch a paw to the throne itself, and the cold snaps at your fingers and almost burns. A
Pebbles.
shift in... Go on, what do you want
I
to
was
say?
gonna say, Pebbles retracts the paw a little bit, just like...
You feel a shift in the air that catches your attention. A presence. Cold and calculating. Lurking almost just beyond your senses. You know someone is there. Something is around.
I was hoping I'd find you. But I am yet to find you. Are you gonna come out of the shadows, or...?
You hear. Your courage is audacious. How very mortal of you.
Audacious is one word for it, I suppose, but, thanks for the biscuits, by the way.
Where are you standing? What are you looking at? What are you doing?
I imagine she was just sort of crouched down a little bit, facing the throne, crouched down. She's like caught the cold, and then she's just stood back up, and then she's just sort of speaking aloud. She's not turned around or anything, she's just speaking aloud at the moment.
You start to hear footprints behind you. Slow, steady.
Pebbles will turn around.
Okay. As you turn around, you see this imposing figure. Who you're familiar with. The prince, standing there.
Pebbles bows.
There are very few who would dare speak so boldly in this place. Is it foolishness or something else?
I feel like that might be a trick question, but I was hoping I could just have a nice wee chat with you. Is it?
Stands there, just sort of stares at you for a moment. You see the eyes flare up this cold blue fire. And he just stands.
I'll take that as a yes. So, well, now we both know. You know something about the Velvet Blade. And you know something about me. That's okay. I don't doubt that you'll know why my whiskers are the way they are, or why I have a scar across my eye. I don't... Anyways, what is it that you do know about the Velvet Blade?
If I am to indulge your curiosity, you will owe me. And the
Ooh,
price for such is probably more than you can imagine.
what we talking though? Like a nice cup of tea and a chat maybe one day when you fancy it, or I can make a hell of a weasel pie if you like. But it's quite warm. I don't know how you do. Do you like warm things? Do you eat warm things? Or do you just chew on ice? I don't...
What are you wanting from this discussion?
Well, you see, you probably already know, but Pebbles just sort of like sighs a bit, and she sort of just looks down for a second. The Velvet Blade is a lot bigger than it used to be when I was once in it. Now, it is as much of a problem to you as it is to me, because, well, my parents are not very happy chappies right now, and I've been gone for a lot longer than they would have liked, and, well, all I'm saying is they've threatened me, not just me, but the rest of the group, which also includes Maebh. So, my thinking is, if you tell me what you know, then maybe we can stop whatever they're planning, or maybe not get your sister killed.
What I know is that their schemes bore me. Their name is meant to evoke mystery, yet it smells of desperation. Mortals fashioning grandiose titles to make their mask insignificant.
Yeah,
I
that
know
doesn't give me
you
much.
are safe here right now, but they will keep hunting you.
Yeah.
Tell me what you are wanting. A revelation? A view into the future? What is it?
Well, I don't really know. Maybe, I mean, do you have scout people that can check out where they are? Report back? Maybe just spying them a bit?
Here is my situation. You have guts. I will give you that. You are brave and stupidly so. Others would have died for just walking in here. Unfortunately, my sister seems to like your little group. So, my deal to you, should you take it, is I have a direct link to your head with your permission. And when I tell you to do something, you do it. No questions asked.
And what might that be? Just so I
Did
can
you hear the
prepare.
second part of what I said?
Okay. But no digging around in there. I don't know what you lot can do.
I think it would scare you if you knew what I know about you already.
Okay. Well, on that note, don't suppose you know where they might have taken the General Wimborth, right?
I don't know who you think I am, or how little I have going on in my life. But petty mortals is not something that I generally get involved in.
So no?
I have dug around since you left this room last, because I sensed that I would be having an appearance from you. So there are bits that I know, yes.
Okay. And do you know where the Velvet Blade has taken his granddaughter?
I know a rough location, but not definite, but I can get you one.
That would be good. That would be a good start. Okay.
What else?
Pebbles just sort of stands there and almost like rubs her chin for a minute. There's one member of the Velvet Blade. He's called Ink. Do you know anything about him?
I do not. But I could. What is it you're wanting to know about them?
Just where they are. Maybe their daily routine. Maybe their vulnerabilities. You know. Maybe a little bit of that.
It will be done.
I like this deal we've got going on. This is quite nice, actually.
If anyone other than the two people in this room find out about this deal, then your head will not be on its shoulders long enough for me to get in contact with you. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, sir.
That includes my sister.
Which, by the way, what's the deal with that, actually?
I have no deal with Maebh.
Well, no, I didn't quite mean it literally, but, you know. Do you see each other a lot? Or are you friendly?
She comes here from time to time. We are friendly, yes. Why?
It's just nice to know, innit? You know? I have a thing for families, you know? I like to know what's going on.
Seems your family has a thing for you.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
They will also not stop until they have you.
Yeah, I kind of got that gist. There's only so much I can do about that right now. I mean, I'm currently in the Feywild, so I don't know if they can do anything right now, but...
They are closer than you think.
Pebbles sort of like gulps a little bit.
Roll me an insight check.
$15.
He is serious when he says they're closer than you think. But he says it so nonchalantly. You get the feeling that this man is so powerful that the Velvet Blade is like, he's not taking them seriously.
When you say close, how close? Like, they can get to the Feywild?
Anyone can get to the Feywild.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Is there anything else?
You got any more of them biscuits?
You see as he just steps to the side and moves out of the way of between you and the exit door.
It was nice speaking with you, sir. I shall retire. And Pebbles just sort of bobbles out the room.
Before you leave the door, in your head, you hear, "Don't get lost. It would be a shame to have to clean you from my floor."
She sort of just puts her hand up. You know, like as you do when you're driving. You sort of saying thanks to the people behind you.
Good stuff. And you're leaving?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make my way back to the room and try not to wake the others as I get in to alert them.
Sure. You head your way back. Having traversed the halls a couple of times now. Make your way back to the room. And get back into bed for your night's sleep. I will let the others know that they can come back. What was that?
I don't know. I'm just trying to fill the void.
Filling the void. Coming.
I'll bring it back in.
They're coming.
Hi, Jinx.
Hi, Jinx.
Hi, Jinx.
Welcome back, everyone.
Hi.
I was just sleeping.
Yeah, right.
You all awaken. It is morning. You are in Maeb's bedroom. You can all mark long rest if you need to.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And the morning is yours to do as you wish. What would you like to do?
Is there a fire in the room?
Hi, Jinx, thank you for the follow. Maeve, is there a fire in your bedroom?
No, it's a castle made of ice.
Is there something? Is there a place? Is there something warm?
No, it's a castle made of ice.
So
Rub
we
two
just
sticks together.
we all just died of hypothermia in the night.
Hi, Jinx, thank you for the prime.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's magically keeping you alive warm, but no, there's no warm.
All right, Kaef is just sat there, wrapped in every single blanket he can find, trying to de-ice himself.
Maeve's gonna come running out the bathroom. She will have got up just a little bit earlier than everyone. She's back in her summer form, and she's flapping.
What?
Like, she's like, oh my god, my hair's a mess. She's going to pick on that. And oh my God, my face is that a piece of dirt on it? Oh my God, my dress has got a crinkle. Oh.
Are you okay?
I need to make sure everything is perfect. She's already going to be so angry with me.
Are we talking about
Pebbles.
your mother?
Yes, that's where we're going.
I'm sure she'll just be happy to see you.
No. I am always the troublemaker, and she's not going to be happy.
Then
She loves me,
nothing.
but
Nothing we have encountered so far has been happy to see us.
well,
has a
she
point.
loves me. It's not that kind of happy, but I sometimes think that she's not as proud of me as she is my siblings.
Do you want us to talk you up when we're there?
I
mean, to be
don't
fair,
think
your
she'd listen
brother
to
has an
you.
ice castle.
Yes, he does have
Do you
that.
not have a? Do you not have a castle? A spare castle?
No,
Maybe.
not that's just mine now.
Bit of land, chickens.
No,
Chickens are good.
I don't think we have chickens here.
None.
Not a single chicken.
Where'd you get your eggs
What, in
from?
the Feywild?
You've seen the things that live here, right? You think we have the same?
Do they import stuff then?
Have you met chickens? Chickens
And
are
if they
bastards.
don't, should we start importing stuff? Because
But how do they get the normal food,
Yeah.
the non-Fey food? I need to know logistics.
There's this
I've
little
not
thing
seen any
here.
cows, but I've had steak here. But
Yeah,
I've not
no,
seen
there's
any cows. You must have cows.
no. There's this little thing here called magic, and it means that we can acquire quite a lot of things using it.
Like chickens.
So it's magically imported.
So you have magic chickens.
how do you tax
Just
that?
pay tax on that.
As you guys are talking, you realise that Misha is still in his cubish type form where his head goes into his body and his arms tuck in a little bit, and hasn't awoken from his stasis. And you guys
Pebbles
would
will-
have been familiar with this, as sometimes he doesn't awaken, and then he does awaken as not Misha.
Oh no!
He's broken again.
I swear to God, if he comes back as 260, I'm leaving.
What if he comes back as someone else?
Yeah, bring back
What if there's a?
260.
I'm gonna get
260
close to him and go.
more
What
fun
if there's a
with Misha.
third one?
There can't be a third.
What if there's like
How
a
much
Fred?
space is in
What if
there?
there's a Fred in there?
Pebbles goes over and starts shaking him. Misha! Don't leave us!
Just creaks.
I'm gonna join Pebbles and I'm gonna go. Fred.
Fred?
Yeah, Fred might be the third one.
Oh,
Alan's a good name for a third.
Maybe Alan's the fourth one. Alan,
Peter?
Peter.
Roger.
As you guys are saying names, you see Misha start to get smaller and smaller and smaller,
I don't think he likes the names.
and he shrinks into a tiny cube.
Oh, he's travel sized.
Has it
I'm going to pick him up and go. Anyone got a pocket big enough to fit him? I can't put him in my pocket in this dress, unfortunately. It's going to ruin the shape of it, and my mum will.
He could go in the bag of holding.
Can he breathe in there?
Does he need to
Shut
breathe?
up, Alan.
I'm going to hold the cube up to my ear and see if I can hear it breathing.
Roll me perception.
It can go in the backpack with Terry, but it smells like Terry in there.
22.
Me.
You hear no breathing.
I don't think he's breathing. Oh my god, he's dead.
As alive as he is still made from wood. Are we sure he breathes like we do?
Pebbles will go
Maybe he
over.
does that thing what plants do.
Pebbles will just take Misha slowly out of Maeb's hands, and I'll just walk over and just put it in the bag of holding.
It's fine. He can keep Maeve's fancy dress company. That's the only other thing we have in there.
What you guys do?
Was there not a body
One
in
has
there
to
as
have
well?
a garment bad.
Oh yeah, there is
Yeah.
a body in there.
There's a body in
Did we
there.
take those out? Whose body's
Wait,
in there?
Felicity's body's in there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh dear. Oh, where's Quentin?
He's around.
He sat in the corner just staring at the wall.
Just watching us throw Misha in with Felicity.
Different compartments.
It's a tote bag.
I'm sure this box didn't just hit your dead wife on the head while it entered the bag up holding.
Are we
I'll
all
go-
ready to go?
Yeah, just one moment. And Pebbles will go over to Quentin. Quentin?
Yeah.
How are you feeling today?
I'm fine.
He doesn't look up at you. He's just looking down.
Are you feeling hungry?
No.
Okay, thirsty?
No. I'm fine, Pebbles. It's okay. I just want to get today done and go home.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, well, you let me know if you need anything.
Thank you.
I just sort of like put paw on his shoulder. Lightly. Okay. Let's go find your brother so he can cook us up some grub.
As you are getting ready to leave, Kaef, out of your backpack, a little head pops out. Is there a toilet in here, or do I just go anywhere? Let's get to melt stuff with my urine.
I'm just going to point to the huge bathroom.
Oh, thanks. Terence goes in and
Pebbles.
notices the door closed.
Pebbles goes over because she needs to know how he's going to do this as a cat.
Pebbles,
The door shuts.
Pebbles,
He shuts the
stop.
door behind him.
stop being a pervert.
Can Pebbles try and open the door like sneakily?
Roll me a stealth check.
Come on, please.
What,
Oh no!
what sort of shit are you into?
6 plus 8, 14.
Okay. You open the door and it starts to open, and then you feel something with weight behind it push it closed. Doesn't feel like a cat. Sorry, but I'm in here. Could you not? Occupado?
Terence, is it just me, or have you put on a few pounds in the last, 10 seconds?
Maeve, is there a lock on this door?
Yes.
You hear the lock go.
I sort of turn around, my face is just like, that wasn't a cat in there.
What do you
Do
mean?
you not know that sometimes things need private time, Pebbles?
Yeah, I know that, but that's not a cat though. That
Yeah, but he's got magic. We know he's got magic. Maybe he
Right.
conjured something.
Why do you want to see him pee?
Yeah.
Because how does a cat that's a cat pee on a toilet?
I'm
But he
sure
did
he'd
pee on
jump
the
up and squat his butt over it.
And I
The
need
same
to
as you
see
would.
that.
Why do you need to see it? What?
I think that's a
What?
very strange issue with you, Pebbles.
I mean,
I think we should all be very careful when we go pee from now on. That Pebbles may want to
No,
watch
you
us.
don't. No, you don't need to worry about me looking at you. I know how you guys pee, but a cat.
How many people have you
How do
watched?
you know how we pee? Have you already what? Yeah.
What?
Jeremiah, she's been watching us, Jeremiah. That's how she knows how we pee.
I saw something beeping at me the other day. It was
That
you,
wasn't me.
As you guys are
That
talking,
wasn't
you
me.
hear the toilet flush, and the lock on the
How
door
did he?
unlocks,
How did he flush the toilet?
and the handle goes down and opens slightly. Doesn't open fully.
How did he lock it without thumbs?
How do you lock it? You've not got thumbs.
Oh my god!
And after a couple of moments, you see the slinky black cat slide its way through the gap where the door was slightly open. Jump
I imagine
back
I'm
on
just
back.
next to the door, and I'm just like, I'm watching him suspiciously.
And he just gets back in the bag. What you guys do?
Are you all
Judging
ready to
Pebbles.
leave now that Pebbles has watched a cat try and pee?
Well, I mean, I didn't get to watch him, but okay.
Why
Do you
why
want-
do you sound so disappointed? Why are you?
I mean, we all know you've got a bit of a issue with Terrence, but I feel like this is extending into some uncomfortable territory.
Yeah. Do you
Is
need
this
to
why
watch
your
anything
parents-
else pee?
No, I'm good.
Are you sure?
I just look over to where Terrence is, or was. No, I'm good.
Do you mind staring at my chest? I feel awfully violated now.
I'd be very cautious when you go pee, Kaef. It seems she's got a thing.
Yeah.
Can we go get some food now?
Yeah, I need
What
food.
ma-
I need a warm up.
My brother's not going to feed you, I don't think. He'd be more likely to eat you all
Wait.
for breakfast
We're guests,
than
aren't we?
feed you.
Yeah.
It's funny that you think you're guests here. Oh,
Right.
bless.
Can we let's just crack on and get the fuck out of this.
Okay.
I think you want to lower the threshold on your mic, Ollie, a little bit. Is that cutting out for anyone else, or just me?
Yeah, it's slightly off.
Are we ready to leave? Everyone got everything?
Gem, I'll just quickly go through his belongings to check. Anything missing, Dear?
Say again?
Gem, I will go through his belongings to make sure nothing's missing.
No, nothing's missing.
Good. Just check. Fey Palace, Fey beings, just, you know.
Yeah. You're good. Nothing missing. Everything seems to be in order and in place. Perfectly organised, like Jeremiah would have it.
Yep. Even his bag, things are done in layers.
Of course.
Kester's just got cat and meat in it.
So you guys setting off? Are you
Yep.
stopping off anywhere in
Oh.
this palace beforehand, or go on?
I would trigger my Crimson Rights on my blades before we left. So let me roll that early morning damage.
Good stuff.
Yes, only 5. And do you want me to tell you which rites I use, or?
Yes.
Okay. I'll do what I normally do. I will have my dominant hand. His dominant hand will be the rite of lightning, and the left hand one will be the rite of the dawn, so radiant damage. This one also sheds 20
Yes.
light, but it's in its sheath, so I don't know how you want to play that.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Thank you.
Maeve, are you stopping off at all in the palace anywhere to do anything, or speak to your brother, or any of the others wanting to go and speak to Kaef? You might want to. You never know.
I'm gonna go speak to my brother before we leave. Yeah. I want to find out about the pixie jam.
I assume we're all coming with you.
I'll guide you to, yeah, like somewhere to wait.
All right then.
As you are guiding for somewhere to wait, Maeve, you hear the familiar sound of your brother barking orders. And you hear lots of boot prints. And you would assume that he is back in the throne room. The sound of him and his army that he is gathering, making quite the racket, reverberating around all of these halls that lead the way from to and fro.
Okay. Would I know if it's okay for me to bring those lot down?
You'd
to
think
that?
after walking in yesterday and seeing a similar thing, yeah, you'd think it's fine.
Okay, I will guide them towards that sound then.
Sure. You walk in and there are less people than yesterday in this room, but there are still a few hundred individuals. They are a mix of things that a lot of you wouldn't have seen before. They are weird in appearance. They are dark. They are angular. They are jagged. Their forms don't really hold true to a humanoid form. At times they flicker into one, but then they shift straight back out. And without turning round, all of them part for Maeve leading the group to walk through to see her brother sitting on his throne, which you would know, Maeve, is mostly made up of frozen tears of his enemies.
I
And
licked
you
my
are once
finger
again-
yesterday when he did that. When I went and saw it.
You are once again in front of your brother, who is casually sat. He has stopped barking orders once you guys have entered the room. He has his spear of ice next to him. He is shirtless, just with a cloak sort of draped over his shoulders. And he sees you guys entering and parting his men. And as you get to the front, they all turn around and start leaving. Without any order or anything said, just as if they know. He sits casually, watches you all walk in. Maeve, roll me an insight check.
$16.
You'll have advantage, so roll another one, just in case.
$14. So
He seems more casual than usual with strangers coming into a room. Even when you have been there, he seems more angsty, more on edge. But he seems, for someone who seems to be giving orders to an army for some sort of attack on somewhere. Seems very relaxed. He also, every now and then, passes a glance at Pebbles, you notice.
I'm going to look between him and I'm going to look at Pebbles. And I'm going to just keep doing that and just like, I'm going to just look at him just like a...
Pebbles doesn't
What?
Pebbles doesn't look at her when she look straight
even more so.
Pebbles just like that.
I'm going to say...
Literally.
I'm just going to look toward Jack and I'm just going to say in his head, anything you want to tell me about, brother? I'm going to look towards Pebbles.
Anything you want to ask before talking in someone's head? I've warned you about this. I'm stood in front of you. If you have something to say, then say it.
Okay, I'll say out loud. I'll just say, okay. First off, must we really? We all know what's under there, but no one wants to see that on a morning, and I'm just going to put my hand up to cover like his chest and things like, really, I'm sure you have a lot of shirts in your closet. Secondly, anything you two would like to tell me about before we go anywhere? And I'm going to look towards Pebbles.
What?
Yes, what indeed?
Pebbles just looks down and then she just goes, okay, you caught us. He gave me some extra biscuits last night.
What?
Insight check.
You can roll an insight check.
I don't.
Do I have to roll like a...
Not only do I not believe, like, is it anything else beyond that? Like,
Wait,
I
don't like
you
those
guys got
dice.
biscuits, hasn't it?
19.
Oh, fuck. 11.
Yeah, you can tell that there's more than biscuits that have been shared.
I'm just going to keep listening and go. And anything else? And I'm going to look towards my brother and go, you're awful quiet for once.
Is there anything that you are wanting or needing?
I would like to know what's happening here with this.
Don't push your luck.
Don't be so mean.
He sits there and you see as his eyes start to fill with cold blue flames as he looks at you. Do not push your luck.
Why are you acting all... You know this isn't our dynamic, so let's not pretend for guest, please.
You should be bowing when you come into my room, and none of you did.
I should not.
He just stares at you and raises an eyebrow.
I bow my head.
Roll me an insight check, Maeve.
Ooh, please be good, please be good. 18.
You get the feeling he is not wanting to take any shit today. And normally there's a reason as to why. But he's closed off. He's not wanting to give you an inch.
Okay.
He just stares at you, eyebrow raised.
Well, I'm not going to give any shit, I'm also not going to curtsy, and I'm just going to go, I'll stop asking questions, but we're done here.
Are you leaving?
We was going to. I mean, I did have questions to ask, but
What
you
are the
don't seem to be in the
questions?
mood. Well, first, can I ask you in private?
What are you
Pebbles.
wanting to ask me in private?
I can't say it out loud.
Pebbles just turns around.
Like completely does a 180.
Yeah.
If you'd like us to wait outside, we
I can speak to him in private in another means if he puts his pants back on.
He looks down at his legs that are wearing pants and looks back at you. Straight faced. Not a movement. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll say in his head, what's got your knickers in a twist today?
Just because you are my sister does not mean you will not stick to how people should treat me in front of your friends.
I never do that ever. Nor have you ever made me before. Are you Jack? Are you really him? Because I've been tricked once recently.
You see as he looks over at Kaef and freezes Kef's bottom half.
But right then, why the
What did you
Okay.
do?
I
Right. You have never once made me bow or curtsy to you. Ever.
Things are strange at the moment, and I'm about to go to war. I want respect
war with
from
who?
everyone
War with who?
that you messaged me about.
Yeah, but we're free now. You really don't need to concern yourself with that. We're out. It's fine.
What else do you need to ask me?
Will you keep safe?
Yes.
Okay. Did you manage to find out about the other thing that I sent you about the pixie
I have people on it.
issue? Okay.
We are close. I will let you know.
Wonderful. Okay. It really doesn't seem like you're in the mood to talk to me this morning. So I guess we're ready to go.
I had a late night.
Why? And I'm going to look towards Pebbles.
Sick.
Is this why you're so relaxed this morning, brother? Because I didn't think that
Get
she was
after
your
it,
type
yeah.
for that kind of thing.
You see
I
that
mean, to each their own, but I didn't think that was the kind of thing you were into.
you see that there is a slight twitch at the corner of his mouth as he holds back a laugh.
I'm going to look towards Pebbles, disgusted.
Pebbles is still turned around.
You just see the back of her head as she's still going like this.
what expressions do we say from Pebbles on our side of it?
She's not really doing anything. She's just
She's just Pebbles.
she's almost like dissociated.
Is there anything else?
All I'm going to be saying is that if you are going to have late night rendezvous with lasers, then times have changed, so do make sure that you are being safe. There are lots of very strange things out there now, and certain people are into very weird stuff, especially from dirt, so please do just take care of yourself, brother. Don't get yourself into any situations that you shouldn't. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
He raises an eyebrow again when you say don't do anything I wouldn't do. Are you wanting me to send you?
Yeah, they want to go visit Mum. And I'm just gonna just straighten my dress and my hair and everything upon saying that again, just like
He looks over at the others. They look a mess. You know what she is like.
yeah. I don't know how to fix that.
He stands up and looks at the rest of you. Are you facing him, the two that haven't turned around?
Yes.
I'll turn around
Can't
now.
move. His bottom half is a block of
Right.
ice. He's just trying to chip away with it with his axe.
Jeremiah is facing him.
Okay. Would you mind if I slightly change your dress code
If you
temporarily?
if you think it would be prudent, then thank you, Your Majesty, Highness.
You see as he kind of rolls his eyes, and without even moving a hand, muttering a word, he changes all of your clothes and cleans a lot of dirt off of one of you particularly.
I don't get why. It's not like it's messy. I don't get it.
And you are in formal wear, but not ball type formal wear. You're in very summery looking, very attractive outfits, and you look great for them. They have stitching that is vibrant and colourful and expensive looking. And you're all clean, and it's like your hair has all been washed and brushed. And Kaef, your legs melt ice-wise, so you are able to move. And you see your reflection in the shine of your shoes that are smart shoes and not boots. And he turns around as quickly as he stood up and sits back down.
I'm going to just look towards them and look towards him, and I'm going to say out loud, all of that and yet still no shirt.
Just keeping it tight, don't look at it.
I get you're wanting to give her a thing for wanting to come back, brother. But really...
If I want her to come back, she will come back.
Yeah.
Well, that's very confident of you.
Are you speaking in like your heads, or are you speaking out loud right now?
This is out loud.
I don't like how you're referring to me as if I'm not in the room.
As
I say
you-
still stood
as
up.
you start talking, ice just forms over your mouth.
Pebbles, I really don't think, like, after... Your antics are your business.
Kaef's just going to lean into Jeremiah and go, he's into some weird shit too.
I knew you were gonna. I knew the more. Fucking. That's why I took. You're disgusting.
It doesn't surprise me, if I'm being honest. Jeremiah will whisper
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
The whole fascination with daggers and everything.
I think Maeb's probably a bit freaky too.
Oh my god.
I'm going to look towards them and go, I always use safe words.
Mm-mm.
What's a safe
I
word?
think that means Pebbles does as well. We'll tell you when you're older, Kaef.
I don't want to know, do I?
No, Pebbles is probably frosty.
Rusty, there's no way.
That's what went through my mind.
I'm just a Shazam, I tell you.
They look slightly better. It will still not be good enough, but it will have to do.
Doing better. Lord, that's what.
I wish we could do something about his, like, Kaefness.
I could kill him if you want me to.
No,
Yeah.
I quite like him. He gives me piggyback rides sometimes, and he drinks cider with me. He's quite fun when he drinks cider.
And you want to talk about me and Pebbles? And he gives you a wink.
Excuse me. I have not had any private late night rendezvous with him. You two, however. I'm surprised that Pebbles doesn't have frostbite in some very uncomfortable places. I'm surprised she's walking so straight, if I'm honest.
good lord. Oh, good
Yeah,
lord.
I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, mate, want to fill me in on what's going on?
I think Maebh is suggesting that Pebbles and His Highness did more than eat cookies together last night.
Oh, I bet he ate a cookie.
But like drink milk with it.
Are you ready to leave?
Please, Your Highness, please.
I don't
He
know what's going on.
gets rid of the ice from your mouth, Pebbles. If you want to respond to anything that's been said in the last 2
Too
minutes.
fucking late. It's too fucking late now. Been and gone.
Okay. As he stands up and on one of the walls of his palace there are 2 huge ice columns, and he looks towards them and looks back at you, Maeve. It is ready.
I'm gonna incline my head to him. Then I'm gonna look to the rest and go, after all of you, just walk through the pillars.
Should we really be the ones who show up first?
Trust me, you don't want to be left here last.
Don't have to tell
Pebbles
me
do.
twice.
Yeah, Pebbles cracks on.
Gemma will give a bow and say thank you again, and farewell to the prince, and walks with them.
Okay.
Kev's gonna tap Quentin on the back and say, come on, big man.
Oh, look
He-
at Terry.
What?
He walks through. Doesn't say anything, just sort of nods his head at you, Kaef.
Is everyone headed
you-
through?
Yeah.
Before I head through, so literally as I'm the last one headed through, I'm just gonna look at Jack and just go, don't think we're not gonna discuss this later. And then I'll leave.
Before you even take a step, something invisible shoves you through the portal.
I'm gonna wave. And I'll just say it's not over.
As you guys go through, you are stood in a courtyard. In front of you is
Oh no! Why did you shove Terry out? Sorry, did you not want to see him just...
no, I wasn't paying attention.
I didn't chuck him out. He's just running off, but not him out.
He just fucking pushed him out and shut the door. Sorry.
You're good. I need to change the music anyway.
Poor Terry.
As you guys go through the portal, you stood in a courtyard. And there is a huge spire structure in front of you that kind of defies all of your understanding. Except for you, Maeve. The structure gleams with an iridescent brilliance. From its foundation, it rises hugely into the air, like a trunk of a tree almost, that narrows towards the top. As you look up to the top and your eyes follow the building up, it blossoms into a canopy of golden leaves that shimmer like gold. The base of the palace where you guys are standing is surrounded by gardens that seem to float on air. each layer filled with flora. Flowers that sing softly. Vines that glow faintly with magic. And pools of water that ripple with bursts of colour. The gardens spiral upwards, blending seamlessly into the palace itself. And before you is a grand entrance, framed by a pair of colossal statues. Their eyes on these statues glow softly. And they have sort of graceful humanoid figures carved from wood. But it looks like they're breathing. Maeve, you are well aware of where you are. And you know that inside, somewhere, your mother will be. What would you like to do?
I'm just going to look up to it and go, well, everyone, welcome to Senelise, my home.
Senelise.
Is there anything we should know before we enter?
I'm going to have been like taking a step to go forward, and then upon Jeremiah saying this, I'm going to be like, yes. I'm going to move around here. So, my mum is very strict. She's kind of in charge of everything. My dad may be here. It depends if they're together at the minute or if they're not. I don't know, so it's probably best not to bring him up unless we see him. Because if she doesn't like him at the minute, she won't want to hear about him. So just don't mention anything about my dad unless we see him, and I will say, "Oh, hi, Dad." Don't mention where is Maev's dad, and I'm going to look at Pebbles. Then, no rudeness. I'm going to look at Kaef. Do you know like how my brother has the ice powers and throws you? My mum has like fire. And I don't think we can't unfreeze fire like that. I think he would just be a pile of ash. So bestest behaviour, everyone.
As long as she's not a dick, it's alright.
She is going to be.
She is Maev's mother, though.
I'm going to look towards Pebbles, and I'm going to go, see, you would be a pile of ash right now.
It's a good job you're not the one with the fire powers, isn't it?
It's good. Getting it out now before we go in is good.
So basically, this is another.
When Pebbles says about the firepower, can I use minor illusion and just make like a fire in my hand and just go, am I not? And I'll just dull it out.
So this is basically another shut the fuck up situation.
Probably for you, yes. She may like you though, Kaef. She's been known to take lovers that look like you, so you know, who knows? Maybe she'll get along with you.
Maybe
I'm alright,
Maev's stepdad.
Yeah, that'd be funny though, wouldn't it?
I don't think that's not how it works. My dad is still alive and would probably turn Kaef into a tree. So.
Well, that would then dick trees that tried to get me.
No, a non-moving, non-speaking tree that you'd probably chop down and make a chair out of or something.
Do not add me to a tree.
No.
And Maeve already sits on me anyway.
Well, apple don't fall far, does it?
Okay, next rule. Can all of you stop trying to sit on members of my family?
What?
And I'm going to look towards Pebbles.
Oh. What?
Sit
Huh?
Yes, if we could please. I do have other siblings and my mum and dad, but if we could, just keep it in our pants and not have relations with them. I'm saying this as I'm looking at Pebbles.
Pebbles, what did you do?
But then you just
I don't know what I did. I don't know what she thinks she knows. I don't know.
but what do I do? What do I do if your mum wants to take me as a lover?
I mean, I would like to say that the majority of her lovers are dead. All of them are dead. By that I mean,
It's
except
like a
my father.
mantis.
I mean, she'd probably keep him more than one night if he was good, but
Or Black Widow?
ultimately,
How good are you, Kaef?
If your
If
life
I'd not
depended on it.
Well, it's a no-win situation, really.
I'm pretty sure I might have a little performance anxiety if my life depended on it.
I don't think she likes little things, but each to their own.
Okay. Well, is that everything we need to know?
Don't go wondering. There's lots of army and soldiers everywhere, and they will just kill you. So don't wander anywhere you shouldn't. I will let you know where you can go. My mum will. But yeah, don't.
Should we address
Yeah.
her?
Yes, you should bow really low.
Okay. How?
Don't make direct eye contact with her.
Where
Other
the
than
fuck
that,
do we
I
look,
think.
Beth?
You what?
Where do we look if we don't make it? Yeah.
The floor. Unless she says you can look, then you can look.
Fucking hate this place.
I mean, that's just all royalty, Kaef. They do that
There's all
back where you're from.
Do I
It's all nobility.
Do I look like I've met? Do I look like I've met nobility, royalty, or anything like
It's
that?
probably a good job, Kaef, because I don't think you'd have a head by now if you had.
We could fucking try.
What is the correct form of address for your mother?
Well, we send her a letter.
Your Highness. Your Majesty.
Would I know what she'd like to be called, dear?
It changes depending on who is speaking to her.
Oh, God help us.
With the fact that you're bringing in complete strangers from the mortal realm, the material realm, you really don't have a clue. This is untrod territory for you.
I would just go with something polite, and I'm going to look towards Kaef and Pebbles. And a title will be fitting her station. So, but go with the vibe, whatever you feel like.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go. I'm just not saying anything.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you want me to keep all the Pebbles so she doesn't say anything too?
You know what? Pebbles has survived an encounter with ice, so maybe she's ready for an encounter with fire as well. Who knows?
Maybe I'll be your next stepdad.
I'm going to look towards her and I'm just going to look at her disgusted and curl my lip and go, maybe.
You have to go look at Jeremiah again and go, we're getting fucking weird, I swear to God.
Kind of thought I was anyone noticing.
Are we going in
It's
now?
this
Because I
place.
want to
I'm
meet
telling
Mum.
you, it's this place.
I don't think we can attribute that to this place. I think that's just you all.
Yeah, this
Not
place
like
is
you're not
making us
part of
weird.
this.
Are you all ready? Got it all out your system?
You know, but I probably never will.
After you.
After you.
I'll start walking towards.
Okay. And as you walk up to the entrance, without a movement or a knock, the doors open for you. And that's where we're going to take our break.
Oh.
So we will pick back up in 15 minutes and get to meet Maev's mum. Mumsy.
Finally.
Mother.
So we'll see everyone soon.
Bye.
See you.
welcome back.
Way!
Yay!
Thank
We're at that point. We can. That's nice. Like it. It is, of course, time for that moment, which we put a short of every week, and I really like that. Martin, take it away.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Martine's Fact of the Day. I'm doing like a headspace kind of thing. Yeah? Did you know? Can't give it.
Why is,
Did you know?
What's
why is
happening?
it turned into an ASMR video?
Why are we? What's
It's not.
happening?
It's headspace.
You start tapping your mic.
Did you know? Like,
It's like it's overtly
Oh my
sexual. Why is it overtly sexual as well?
I can't.
Because
Stop
Pebbles
it.
has already got it today, so
Right,
Just
stop
get
it.
the
I'm
thing.
trying to keep a straight face and like.
Did you
I like-
know?
God.
This is
Like,
this, this
good.
isn't Martine's fact of the day. This is M&S Martine's fact of the day.
Not
The
sponsored.
largest piece.
Not sponsored.
the
Unless you
largest-
want to be.
Can you shut the fuck up? The largest piece of fossilized dinosaur discovered is over 30 centimeters long and over 2 liters in volume.
Jesus.
It was from a Tyrannosaurus Rex. That was Martin's fact of the day. I'll wait for the job offer headspace.
I think you'll be waiting a while.
yeah.
I don't think they accept people who just laugh the whole time through what they're doing.
Imagine if you sat there trying to do a sleep gas and there's me fucking giggling me dick
You
off.
giggling away.
If you take a breath. Ha 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 ha.
Why did it sound like Hawkins?
Yeah, just get my notes at the right place. So talk amongst yourselves.
Does anybody else have a fact?
Ooh.
I know that dinosaur poo is actually called copperland.
That was in the
Does
fact.
everyone know so much about dinosaurs?
I know that you can get yourself some awesome 3D printed miniatures from Pitter Patter Emporium.
Oh,
Yep.
oh, the segue.
I know that the seashells on the seashore, nurse rhyme is for the, I forget her name, lady something who discovered most of the dinosaur fossils on the,
Sally?
think so, on the southern coast. Because she used to sell them.
That's cute.
I think that's right. That may have been an urban legend. Sorry if it is.
Fact check it. Fact check it.
I know you can subscribe
Was
to
it
this channel
Mary?
using your Prime.
I know, I'm trying to pick some music and struggling. There we go.
It's okay. We'll just come up with our own.
Well, yeah, because we're leave it at that.
No, that's copyright. So
Yeah.
let's not do that one.
Okay, what if I did? You know where they like speed it up or like slow it down so it's not so they don't get copyright struck.
So as you guys walk and the doors open, the interior unfolds in front of you and is breathtaking. A blend of nature and architectural mastery. The air feels almost alive, as if it's breathing itself. The spire you stepped into opens out into halls that stretch into a almost mesmerizing expanse of just infinite beauty. Before you is a sprawling chamber, bathed in twilight. The walls glisten as if woven from threads of gold, and they shift with soft patterns of flowers that grow and fade with every passing moment. At the center of the hall, maybe something you would be familiar with from childhood and playing, is a towering fountain that cascades streams of almost liquid sunlight that shimmer and swirl like molten gold. The water then flows through intricate channels along the floor. Leading upward from this hall are a series of intertwining staircases that spiral through gardens that are suspended in the air. You can see almost glass-like crystal platforms that support these fantastical gardens. Full trees with growing trunks, flowers that almost sing melodies. Maeve, you would know this time of day your mum would probably be in her own throne room, probably belittling someone.
Okay. I'm just going to take a deep breath and go, she's probably partaking in her favourite hobby right now. I guess this way. I guess. Are we sure? Are we sure that we need to go? Are we sure that we don't
Yes,
just
we are.
want to leave?
Lead the way,
Are we
please.
sure? Pebbles, I hate to pull rank, but please don't boss me here.
As you head on, following up some stairs, heading towards the grand central chamber. A few of your mother's staff, a few of her couriers and emissaries walk past and just give a bow and stop walking as you walk past Maeve. The rest of you would notice they are absolutely not looking at Maeve's face and doing everything they can to make sure that they do not move an inch, even though suspended halfway from one step to another on stairs. On shaky legs, stand posed, just waiting for her to walk past. As you follow on, leading your way. At the heart of the palace is a chamber of complete splendor. The floor is a vast mirror-like expanse of polished crystal, reflecting the vibrant hues of an endless twilight sky above. You guys are inside, and this place seems to have no ceiling. And it's just sky and shooting stars and a beautiful mixture of reds and purples and golds above. In the center of the room is a grand throne formed from intertwining branches of gold and silver. Its surface blooming with radiant flowers that glow softly. Sitting on said throne is a woman who looks not a day older than Maebh. She has a radiant beauty that is overwhelming and unnervingly otherworldly. Her skin gleams with a faint gold luminescence. Her hair flows and cascades down her shoulders, as if to defy gravity at times as it moves and flows. Her eyes are brilliant and piercing, but almost seem to carry the weight of a millennia. Her attire reflects her status. An intricate gown woven from threads of light and flowers and starlight. She looks over and catches your eyes, Maebh. You're on mute.
I'm going to look down at the floor.
Come in.
I'm going to shuffle forward, and then I'm going to curtsy. And I'm just still looking at the floor.
She looks at the rest of you.
Pebbles does the same as what Maeve does.
Okay.
Jeremiah will bow and avert his gaze.
Kaef's just like openly like everything's just way too. Everything's just too beautiful, and he's just like.
Pebbles slaps him.
You are standing there in front of her. I'm hoping you have some news.
Me? I'm just going to whisper while I'm not looking at her. I'm just going to be like fidgeting with my hair, just like.
You feel a hand lift your chin and see that she is still sat quite a few feet away from you. But she is motioning like this to lift your head, and it is lifting. And she looks at you. Yes.
These are and I'm going to look at them trying to decide who they are.
Pebbles. Madame.
Yeah, Pebbles.
Ma'am. Mother?
She stares at you and looks you up and down. I'm glad that you thought you'd make no effort when coming to see me.
Only the best for you, Your Highness. I look at Maeve.
Jeremiah Valentine, Your Majesty. Apologies for our attire.
I'm glad you said it. I wouldn't call it attire, though. Rags is what it looks like. Will you stop bowing? So you are here because...
I may have...
Stop stuttering and talk, please.
I may have got into a little bit of trouble. Little bit.
I slap Kaef again.
Well, am I going to have to force it out of you, or are you going to tell me?
I feel like you already know, and you just want me to tell you, and you're just forcing me to say it out loud, aren't you? Yeah, I thought so. I thought that someone was Seren, and it wasn't Seren, and I gave him some bits and pieces of these guys that I thought I was supposed to get, and I got tricked into the Unseelie Court by someone who I don't even know who it was, and he may have locked us in a dungeon for not very long, though. Not that long.
Stop.
And
Stop. She stands and walks in front of the lot of you, and walks past you all left to right. Doesn't say a word, and then turns back and walks a couple of steps away from you all and looks at you, Maebh. Do you know that you carry my blood? I gave you life, power, station. And you have had one task. One. And I don't know how you've managed to make this much of a mess.
don't know, just talented, I
Stop
guess.
it.
Can I ask a question? Do I still have my axe?
Yes.
Is it kind of quiet in between these moments?
Yes.
Okay, because you can just sort of hear Kaef squeezing the wood on his axe, the handle. There's sort of creaking of wood as he squeezes the handle.
Mm-hmm. So, what of your actual task that you've been given? Stop pouting, you're making the place look disgusting.
What is that ghost?
That was actually me. He was growling.
That was your tummy. Oh,
No,
he's
that was
growling.
me growling. It was Kaef growling.
Okay.
It did not sound like growling.
No, it did not.
Yeah, I don't know what it sounded like.
Yeah.
Your mum slaps the demon out of the air. Out of nowhere.
I've got nowhere with that. I tried. Still trying.
People in my family don't try, they do. You come here with a band of outlanders that are probably beneath you, that you've aligned yourself with, and that is up to you. But have you forgotten what it means to be part of this?
No.
So, you fail, and then you get yourself kidnapped. And then you have the audacity to make these people worthy of my audience?
Well, I missed you.
And I've missed you too.
It doesn't feel like you've missed me.
Nimue, you know that there are things that I need done, and things that I've set for you to do. It does not mean that I don't care about you. But when you act like your father sometimes, that's when I have issue.
How is good old Dad? He around?
I'm planning to kill him.
Oh, okay.
I know it's Kaef.
I see.
He's going to nudge. He's going to nudge your back, but like just a little too hard.
I fall over. No.
Don't do it. Be funny.
The way that your fucking laughing shit comes through on your mic makes you sound like you're gargling. Like, it's just
It's really weird.
She straightens herself up. I need you to realize that this place, all of it, is not just your playground for indulgence. You have responsibilities. And when I say that you act like your father, that's what I mean. Because we know what he's like.
Kev's going to grip hold of Pebbles quickly just to make sure she doesn't like to try and ask any questions.
Pebbles just side eyes him.
What do they know of your task?
Nothing, because it was still a secret, and then I didn't know if I could trust them. And I still don't know if I can trust some of them, and I'm going to look at Pebbles. And then, well, the fake Seren said that after, we'd done the task over there, that we could discuss the task, but then it turned out it wasn't Seren. It was some other unseelie person who wanted to use me as bait to get to all of you, and then he would get promoted by someone who we won't talk about. So that's where we're at. So they don't know anything.
You have permissions from me to tell them whatever you like.
Now?
I'm not going to be standing watching you instruct them. I have better
Of course not. Yeah, of course not. No, why would you?
She looks at you, Pebbles. And then looks back at you, Maebh. Why does she smell like your brother?
I believe they I get the feeling they were both very coy this morning while he was sitting on his throne with no shirt on. Just flaunting it all out there.
I'm actually allergic to cold, so
they had an evening together. So that's probably why she smells like him.
Objection.
She looks at you, Pebbles. Yes?
I did not have what's the term? What was the term that fucking Bill Clinton used?
Relations.
They do not have relations.
Relations with that man.
As you are pleading your innocence, the door opens. A side door, not the door that you guys came in from. And a person familiar to all of you walks in. As Seren enters the room. He walks over, sort of hurries along.
My hands go towards my blades.
Okay.
Axe
Can
starts
I
to
use
whistle.
Mage Hand to grab him round the throat?
Yeah, sure. It grabs him. Your mother then grabs your arm. What do you think you are doing?
Well, it might be the fake Seren.
You think that I would be as foolish as you are? Don't come into
That's a very, very, very
my
good
room
point.
and insult me.
Yes, that's a very, very good point.
She
How silly.
looks at the rest of you. Anyone draws a weapon in my throne room doesn't leave my throne room. Do we have an understanding? She looks at you, Kaef.
He slowly lowers. But puts it, so he rests it on the floor, but he's still got hold of it.
Maebh, roll me an insight check.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Is this where my mum wants to bang Kaef?
In more ways than one.
13.
She lingers a bit longer than she does with most.
I'm just going to shake my head slightly and just go.
She lets go of your arm, Maebh. And she turns around and sits back on her throne. Is there anything else you are needing from me? You have somewhere to stay here if you'd like. All of you. But far away from me. Until your stench goes.
Do you not like the smell of your son?
There's a certain quality to that part of the Feywild that I don't like. I don't visit often.
Interesting. Good to know.
Is there anything you are needing?
When we met the fake Seren, he sent us to the edge of the Sealy Court to get some bits. And I'll hold out I can't remember what it's called, that stone that I got the do we happen to know if these are okay?
She looks at it. They are fine.
I'll close my hand around it. Don't suppose you know what this is, do you? And I'll hold the heart locket.
I do not. She looks confused as to why she doesn't.
Okay.
And you would be confused, possibly, as to why
Yeah.
she doesn't.
Yeah, I am. I'll go out and... Okay. No. I'm just gonna pat it and leave it there. I guess we'll leave for now, because we don't want to, they stink. I stink. I'll update them all away from here. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm going to start backing away, walking backwards, and I'm just kind of ushering them back with me.
I'll move with Maebh.
I'll do another bow.
Same.
And move with Maeve.
Where you guys headed? What are you doing? Maeve, where are you leading them?
Armory.
I guess I'll lead them over to, where my bits are. Would that be far enough away?
Yeah.
From her for the stink?
The magic item room.
So is this where you grew up then?
Most of the time. Not all the time.
Did you enjoy it here?
Yeah, I know she doesn't seem like it right now. But that is just when I'm in trouble. She does actually love me a lot. She's very nice. She taught me a lot of things. She taught me all about plants and the magic of plants. And
Can she hear what we say whilst we're here?
yeah, probably.
Okay.
So,
She can
so I
probably
should say
she can probably hear what you say other places as well. Honestly.
Oh.
so we shouldn't say she's a bit of a bitch.
I mean, I wasn't going to say it. That's why I
The
asked.
door's shut, right?
about-
Yeah, you shouldn't say it. That's why that was just a tester of it, wasn't it, Kaef? That was just a tester.
Oh, Kaef, you prankster.
What?
Oh, you joker! That was just a test, right, Kaef?
What?
Kaef?
Why are you all mad at me?
Oh, for God's sake, he's gonna. He's a goner. He's gonna. Let's just say our goodbyes now. Has anyone got any flowers to lay down? Because...
Yeah, there's lots here.
Okay.
As you guys are walking down the corridor and you say, has anyone got some flowers to lay down? Some flowers sprout out of the wall.
And smack Kaef in the face.
Has anyone got any biscuits to lay down?
Let's try.
Well,
Yeah, I'm sure you got enough biscuits last night, Pebbles.
listen, Maeve, we can't be going on like this. Nothing happened. There was no coitus. There was no relations. There was no frosty...
Then what were you doing?
I told you. I had biscuits.
And that was a lie. You know one of the rules of the Fae is not to lie, right?
Biscuits.
So if you weren't having biscuits with him, what were you doing?
Having relations.
I've had enough of this.
Pebbles, you hear in your head, just go along with the relations. It's
Oh,
easier.
for God's sake. God's sake.
If you have like kittens, will they come out white?
Yeah, but you can't just ask people if they'll have white kittens.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, but it's like to be frosty, right?
You guys head over to where Maeve lives. Maeve, do you want to describe a little area of where you live for everyone?
Oh, wait, my part.
Mhm.
Okay. As you walk in, it looks same kind of like it's got an opened little courtyard, except it's got a spiral staircase in the corner, and it's got a couple of doors leading off from it. It's a lot bigger than the rooms at the winter with my brother. It looks a lot more lived in and a lot more like it belongs to Maeve. So it's got lots of little bits of trinkets all over. It's got little bits of stones and jewelry. Something none of you have seen Maeve do, but you will notice is a large part of this room, is there are lots of easels and canvases and paint and things around and loose bits of paper. There are bookshelves just rammed full of books that they're overflowing. They're stacked all over it in every spare surface that there could be. There's like chairs and just cushions thrown around just on the grass for kind of lounging around. There are lots of kind of flowers and things that you haven't seen before that look probably a little bit odd to you. There's an area that you can just see at the top of the stairs that seems to turn to night time, which is where Maeve's bedroom is. And you can hear the kind of trickle of a little brook or a stream in the background. That's Maeve's little quarter.
Cute. What are you guys doing?
It's those books that speak back to you.
Well, some of them talk to me, yeah. I don't know if they talk to you, though.
Well, hold on. I'll go over to the books. Hello?
You hear nothing back.
Yeah, I don't think they do speak to me.
Yeah.
You know, my shirt back.
Do I what?
What?
Can I have my
I knew what you said.
Can I have my shirt back?
No.
It's uncomfortable.
Tough.
Why does all the clothes itch? Why does it itch?
That's called clean. And it's a silk cotton blend.
It feels weird.
It's called good fabric.
Shit is what it is.
I
Can I-
completely disagree.
Can I check on Quentin?
You can.
How you doing, Quentin?
Felicity would have liked this place. She would have loved the flowers.
Quentin,
I was gonna say,
do you know when I said I knew of a place nice that we could live, Felicity?
Mhm.
There is a place here that is just fields and fields of flowers. That was where I thought you might like, but I understand if you want to take her home.
I think she would like that. We can do that.
I can take us there. I think I deserve telling you all what my task is, and then I think I can take you there. Is that okay with everyone?
Mhm.
Do you want to sit down or?
Maeve, do you have a bathroom? Terence says.
I look around at everyone. I just eye everyone.
I'm going to point over to one of the doors at the back and just go, it's through there. It's big. Help yourself to whatever you need.
He wanders off.
Pebbles quickly turns to Jeremiah. Jeremiah, go check on him. I'm telling you. Just go check. Go see how he does it. Because there's no way that he can open handles and flush chains.
I don't need to know how he
Oh my
toilets.
god, Jeremiah, please!
Kaef's gonna grip hold of the back of Pebbles' jacket or whatever she's wearing and just keep hold of it.
If you care that much, why don't you go look?
I can't.
Why
I
not?
sort of just shift so that you can see his hands.
I don't. Knowing how Terence decides to relieve himself is, I don't care.
Just, I'd tell you what. Maybe just listen. The stream will be stronger if just
What?
the stream, because there's you can't just listen to the stream and tell me if it sounds like a person.
I think
Or
I'm starting
a
to get worried
cat.
about Martine more than Pebbles.
Martin knows some things.
Martine knows too much.
Yeah, because surely a fully grown man's stream is going to be stronger and have more of an echo than a cat's.
You never know. Maybe he's sat down.
Face. Anyway, what are you going to do?
Maybe he's gone into silent mode.
It's the thing.
Yes.
Yep, it's a thing.
You mean he's doing it off the bowl, isn't he? Yeah.
Maybe there's a urinal in there. You don't know.
True. That's true. Right. Okay.
Maeve, just
No one
for
believes me.
just for Terence's sake, does it have a bidet? A bidet?
It's probably going to have a lot of different things in it. Yeah.
I would assume so. You carry on.
Do you sit down? Any of you? Or are you just all stood staring at me?
I'll
still?
sit.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll sit down.
Yeah, I'll let go of Pebbles and sit.
Okay. So I'm going to tell you what the task is that I've been given, but you all have to promise that it will go no further, and bear in mind that you know what a promise is in the Fae. Yes, Pebbles.
No, it's Scout's honour.
Okay. Is that a question, Kaef, or is that also Scout's honour?
Yeah, it's a question. What if I accidentally tell somebody? Because
That still counts as breaking the promise.
then I can't promise.
Then I can't tell you.
If someone guesses, how do we respond to that? Do we have to
What do you
deny
mean
it and then lie?
guesses?
I mean, someone could guess it.
I doubt anyone's going to guess it, but you shouldn't admit to it. You could just avoid answering the question if you don't want to lie.
Okay.
You wait. If it's back home, we can lie though, can't we?
You can lie if you want.
You just can't lie here.
No, I wouldn't.
I mean, we can. We just shouldn't.
Yeah, go on. I'll probably forget what it is anyway.
Okay, so you all promise it won't go further.
I promise.
Mm-hmm.
Quentin, is that a question or Scout's honour?
I was copying Pebbles.
So Scout's honour.
I sort of like,
What's a scout?
Do you promise to keep the promise?
Yes.
I high
Okay.
five Quentin's hand with my hand.
Jeremiah, you agree?
I agree.
Kaef, you agree?
Quentin goes for a high five with you, Jeremiah.
I'll
High
high
five
five him.
Kaef?
Yeah.
Okay. Quentin and Pebbles, yeah, I can see the...
Shoves
Yeah,
him across the room.
I go
Scouts
to
are
high
on.
five
I
Maebh.
don't know what a Scout's honour sign is.
Quentin also lines up behind Pebbles for a high five with Maeve.
I'll high five both of them.
Yes.
Field.
So I was sent to Dirt, to pretend to be just a jewelry maker to start with, to kind of blend in and look for something. My mum has
Can I-
some. Mhm.
Can I interject that you were not doing very well at that?
This was before we met you.
At the whole blending in, you were not doing very well at it.
That's my whole thing. Is I blend in everywhere.
I mean, to be fair, you were fired. No. Wait, sorry, I didn't mean so critical.
That was perfect.
It was so good.
But I'm sure he would have hired you back.
Really?
Yes.
Did
You know,
one of
you,
you
You
did.
sure?
you made us some friendship bracelets. They were very... See, I've still got it. It's very nice quality.
I didn't get a friendship bracelet.
That's because we're not friends.
Didn't one of you tell me? Didn't one of you tell me that guy died?
What? Who died? Zephyr died.
No. No, just his
Where?
wife.
Oh, okay.
We don't
Oh,
know
he's the
what...
guy that killed his wife.
No, we don't know what happened to
And then
that
he went on
actually.
He's the guy who killed his wife and then went on the run, right?
I don't like having these conversations with you. It's really depressing.
No, look, as far as we know, we found Zephyr's wife. And then you
Dead.
left, and then, yes. And then we left Zephyr a note, didn't you? So, in all likelihood, he's fine.
Yeah, because he's on the run because he killed his wife.
No.
So you were saying about being shit at blending in.
I mean, I blended in for quite a long time before I met you bunch of weirdos.
Question, when you say blended in, as in, like, passing as a mortal,
Yes.
You did not. You did not succeed.
You would have fooled me, Maeve.
I'm grateful, Quentin. At least one of friends in here is nice.
do I see
You told us
Quentin
not to lie.
crossing his fingers behind his back?
Just don't insight check.
I think it's just like you would know if we pretended to be from here. It just people from the place you're pretending to be just have a bit of a advantage on spotting those who aren't from there.
But also, we spent more time with Maeve than a person would, especially you guys. And sleeping. And my microphone is cut out. And sleeping next to and stuff. So maybe normal people who don't do that stuff with her would not realise.
And
You know, I instantly knew on meeting her. She was really weird.
Oh, maybe not then.
She dragged me through a marketplace, kind of skipping. Nobody does that.
I'm
Felicity used to do that.
most people don't change the colour of their entire being.
Terrence
it
has
matter
changed
anymore?
his whole being.
What?
Well,
Nothing.
Terrence changed his what?
What?
He's a man.
What?
you know,
Demons are back. Demons back. Call
I
me
knew
mum
it.
and slap the shit out of it.
How do you know, Quentin? Was it the stream? Did you listen to his stream?
Oh, it
would you
might have
quail
been-
with this guy?
I think it was a dream, actually. I think it
Where
was a
is
dream.
Terrence? Has he come out yet?
No,
I want to inside check Quentin on that shit.
you can inside check.
Oh, I don't. This dice.
Okay, can I inside check Quentin?
Because you've got actual dice.
It's not rolled high.
Unweighted dice.
I sounded like a fucking crow.
You didn't come through, unfortunately. What did you roll? We've lost her.
Yes, she's
Jeremiah, what
broken
did you
now.
say?
That's it. She's gone.
I
Gone.
said, can I roll inside?
Yes,
It's the 9.
you believe him.
I went.
13.
Seems believable. Seems like a great tip.
But then your dreams typically have been quite true.
Not since.
So when did you have the dream?
Maybe last night.
Where is Terrence anyway? Oh, is he still having a wee?
I'd be worried if he's still having a wee.
He might be having. He might be having a bath. There's lots. There's like a hot springs and things in there.
I thought they clean themselves.
Yeah, but you're not going to pass up a hot springs.
Do you clean yourself?
I'm not a cat.
You have to look like a cat.
And you look like a big dick, but you don't see me asking if you.
Leave that sentence there. Yeah.
If it makes you feel any better, Maeve, I think now, given you've spent so much time with us, I'm sure now you could pull off a very, very convincing mortal act.
You're saying I look like a mortal now? It just gets worse.
Can we
Wait,
please
wait,
just crack
remember
on
we
with
stop
the
interrupting.
story?
I meant act, I didn't say appearance. I mean, you wanted to blend in. He looks to Pebbles and Kaef
Quentin
for
comes
help.
over and takes the shovel out of your hand. Carry on.
Thanks, Quentin.
And then I look at Maeve.
You're all going to listen to the rest of the story now.
Yes.
Okay. So I was sent over to not blend in apparently, and look for a very special item that was stolen from my mum. A very powerful dagger. This is why it has to say secret. No one can know that it was stolen from her. I don't have any leads of who stole it or where it even is. I just know that it's in your world. And that's what I've been trying to find.
Can I side-eye Quentin?
Mhm.
How's he reacted to this news? Given he's the only one, given that we know at some point he was in the market of stealing Fey artifacts.
He's pretty blank expression, just looking at Maeve.
What kind of dagger is it?
A special one.
What makes
You
it
know,
special?
you-
Is that yours?
I don't really know. It
What does
has
it
some
look
kind of
like?
magic.
What does it
But I
look
think-
like?
Yeah, we need a little bit more. Go on.
I can pick it. Would I know what it looks like?
No, you haven't
Tully.
been told
Yeah.
what it does, what purpose it serves, or what it looks like.
I don't know. I just know that it's a dagger, and I got told that I would be able to feel that it was the right dagger. That I would know. So it must have some kind of magic from here, or my magic. Maybe it's because it's my mum's. Maybe I don't know. Maybe because of my blood. I can feel that it's hers. I don't know.
Why does your mum care so much? Like, I mean, surely she can find another powerful dagger. Why is this one so special? Well,
No,
you don't
this
know,
is
do
linked to her, but also as well, we can't have a Fey artifact of that power just out there. It could cause so much devastation in your world, and also we can't have people knowing that something was stolen from her.
Where did it used to reside? Where it was stolen?
Assuming with her or in the throne rooms
On
or
her
her rooms.
person or like in a collection?
You would know that it's never really on her person. One that she
Not on
used.
her person space.
But it
In
would be-
her spaces that should have very limited access of people.
Do you use
Has she taken? Has she taken one of her? Had she taken one of her lovers when it went missing?
Oh, I don't know. She
How
doesn't.
go-
It's not really something that mother and daughter discuss, isn't what lover she's having that night. It's a bit cringy, really, if I know.
How long ago was it stolen?
Wanking my mum at the moment.
Why are you so concerned about your Pebbles and your brother there?
Because friends shouldn't sleep with friends' brothers.
You can sleep with mine if you want.
Do you have a brother?
I might just
No.
do that, Pebbles.
No.
They don't go sleeping with mine. They're only like 5.
They're
Ooh.
only 5.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyway. What?
Go on.
Have you ever conducted an investigation before, Maeve?
No. This was I'm doing a bad job of it. This was supposed to be kind of proving myself before I got like I guess a job of things.
It seems like a rather difficult task to assign someone with, say, not as much experience as, say, someone who finds stuff for a living.
Well, I mean, I got sent because I here, probably as you can tell, I fit into lots of different areas of here when I change colour, as you all like to call it. That's why when you ask me which part of the Fae is mine, it all is because I'm a mix of all my family, and I'm the only one like that. When I'm like this, I'm like my mum. When I'm like I was yesterday, I'm like my brother. When I'm like in the oranges and things, I'm like my dad, and And when I'm pink and green, I'm like my sister. So I go
You pink
between.
and green.
I've got to be kind of like really happy or mischievous for that, and things haven't been that happy lately.
That's sad.
How long ago was the dagger stolen?
Hard to tell here. We don't have time the same way you do. It's been stolen since as long as I've been in dirt, which is a few months. But I don't know how long we've been here now, or how long before that was your time.
How did you know it came to our world?
My mum can sense that it's not on this plane anymore.
We have gone to the dark side.
No. She would still be able to sense that it was in the Fae.
Do you have any leads? Because, I mean, a thorough search of our world will take longer than our lives.
Your lives?
I said ours. The mortals in the room. We don't know how long Misha can live for, so maybe this will be something you and Misha can bond over when we're dead.
He could be dead now. He turned into a little cube.
Yeah.
We don't know what the battle
I
is
pulled
doing.
I pulled the cube out just to make sure he's okay.
It's still a cube.
Can you hear whirring? Listen to it. Can you hear it'll do a little
Just tap the inside of the bag if you want to come out, I suppose. I'll drop it back in.
Okay.
We can always leave him out when we go to sleep and things in the grass. See if he wakes up.
Okay.
I'm sure that some of the people here will know where there's like those dancing rooms that he likes that we could put him in to see if he wakes up. You know, with the dancing ladies.
Ah.
I think I can find one of those.
In the palace?
Not in the palace, no, but I'm going to look around to see if anyone's listening. I'm going to go, I have secret ways out. Shh.
Okay. I don't know who you think we're going to tell, but okay.
I'm not allowed to talk to anybody, so I don't tell anybody.
Do you know where the dagger might be? In our world?
Well, I got sent to where we were, but then all the city fell apart. So it's probably not there anymore.
The city is still... It hasn't fallen apart. That was a dream?
No,
vision?
that was... No. It was falling apart as we was leaving. Was it not? Isn't that why we sent the general to safety?
It wasn't...
You assumed it was a vision.
Yeah, we thought it was going to happen, but hadn't happened yet.
And you're unsure as to whether it's happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You left, and now you're here.
But everything that we are doing seems to be pointing us towards a place. It's almost like multiple things are pulling us to that direction.
Pedantia.
Yeah. So I'm assuming it's there.
Okay. I mean, I suppose it just makes sense to search for it when we're in a place. I mean, try just going around city to city just looking for it's not going to really be helpful.
Yeah, I guess.
Perhaps...
Did your mum not come to our plane to feel it?
No.
We are...
She's-
Sorry.
Go on.
We are supposed to be meeting with a oracle in Verdantia. That's what the general centre's there for. So perhaps they can help you find it. Or I suppose since you can't tell them what it is, perhaps they can tell you vaguely where it is.
You see why I've had difficulty, right? It's not just me that this is a difficult task, right? Because other people.
Well, hang on. What about if we apply some of your logic to the problem when we get there? We don't tell people what we're looking for, but we don't not tell them.
How would you do that? What's
We're looking for a dagger.
I'm confused.
What if we ask that we're looking for a dagger? If we find out what the dagger looks like, we can say we're looking for this dagger. We don't tell them it's your mum's dagger. We just say we're looking for a dagger.
Your dagger?
It looks like this.
I don't know what it looks like. It may be able to change what it looks like.
I'm gonna say it one more time. I fucking hate this place.
So we're looking for something that could be the shape of anything in our world.
I'm assuming it would say dagger shaped, but I don't know. Things don't tend to stay the same shape here. They get bored.
Typically, they say the same shape in our world. So hopefully, it's still a dagger. Otherwise, how are we ever going to find this thing?
I don't know.
Or ask people about this thing. Have you seen a something?
Yeah. This is the issue.
It is say there's something that might or might not be a dagger.
I don't know.
Have you thought about telling your mum not to lose shit?
I'm just going to kind of look around again. I'm just going to...
It makes a lot more sense if you don't lose shit, then you don't have to go looking for something that isn't anything.
Do you remember when we said you were going to not talk? Do that again.
I remember that. I'm ignoring it.
Has anything like this happened before?
Not that I can think of, no.
Oh no, did you just roll the dice?
What?
I fucking saw you reach over.
Oh.
Who's to say?
He's doing that thing to scare us.
No.
I think calling it your dagger and say that we're looking for a dagger makes sense. That's not lying. It's not telling either. We need to find out what it looks like. Because
maybe we talk to your mum and find out what it looks like. What it can sometimes look like.
Oh,
I mean,
if it's a fish or a dagger at any given point.
I got the feeling that she liked you, Kaef. So she might, right.
The place...
She might tell you.
I do not want to get burned. No, thank you.
Jeremiah, what were you saying?
The place where it was stored, was someone in charge of it? Like a blade keeper or...
Armourer. Is that the word you're looking for? An armourer?
Maybe, was someone in charge of the collection, the room, keeping it looking nice? Is there someone else we could ask? To ask for a description of it?
Would I know that?
You would know that there absolutely is someone in charge of where things are kept. But if your mum hasn't told you what it's like, then you don't think anyone else will tell you what it looks like.
Yeah, I don't think anyone else would be able to tell us if she hasn't told me.
With your
What if we go
father?
back to your brother? What about if we go back to your brother? Pebbles asks him.
I don't think he would know either. It's not
As long as she
often.
keeps-
He doesn't come here, and I don't want Pebbles to be unable to keep it in her pants again.
She might be able to
Her
extract
tail.
information.
Yeah, I bet she can extract something.
Information, yeah.
I just sort of sit there, almost like gritting my teeth together, and just remembering what he'd said in my head.
Just didn't Maeve, didn't you say if we consume anything Fey while we're here, we're stuck it?
I'm done with this. I don't want to play this game anymore.
Yeah.
Jeremiah says concerned.
Concerned my
We're gonna
ass.
look towards Pebbles.
I look down at Quentin and I go, you shouldn't have to hear any of this.
I'm worried now there was ice in one of my drinks.
But did you consume anything from him?
Not you too, Quentin, not you too.
He looks concerned.
Well,
I'm
Pebbles,
not saying anything. I'm not speaking
Just
to
wondering-
any of this.
do you go for an ice pop?
I don't find any of you funny or amusing.
I mean, I'm not going to be the one that's stuck here.
Okay, aside from Maeve. Aside from Pebbles, ice bagging your brother. I have a
What's
question.
ice bagging?
Hmm.
What's ice bagging?
I said banging. I said banging, but I have a question. It's like cold tea bagging, all right?
The fucking demons
Demons are
are
back.
having a giggle as well.
They're into
God.
ice bagging too.
Jesus Christ.
So entertained.
What's the question?
Who's Nimue?
Yes.
Who's Nimue?
I don't know. No.
Inside check.
But your
Can you
your
lie?
mum said it.
You can roll insight.
Please.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, 3.
21.
Yes.
2.
Pebbles, you're aware she's lying. The other two,
But I heard. She must know she's lying because I heard her mother called her it.
it could be a phrase that people in a loving, endearing
True.
kind of. It could be anything. Pebbles, you're aware that she's lying.
I raised an eyebrow at her.
I'm going to raise one right back and just curl my lip at her again.
Nimue.
Brother lover.
Do you think it's an anagram? Maybe it's an anagram
Of what?
of
How'd you spell it?
Nim. Way.
Yeah, but she said her name's Maeve and it hasn't got a V in it.
I said an anagram. I don't know.
Maeve also doesn't have a V in it.
That's what he was saying.
That's what I
that's
said.
good.
Maeve. Maebh's doesn't have a V in it.
It does have a H.
And a B.
If it's spelled like how I'm thinking it.
I don't like Pebbles. It has a D.
That's not funny.
Then why is everyone else laughing?
So, any more questions that we need to get out of the way before
Out of the Nimue?
we go anywhere else?
I don't know. Is there anything else we need to know?
I
Okay.
don't think so.
If I go and ask your mum what the dagger looks like, will she set me on fire?
It depends how you ask her and what you offer her. I would maybe take your shirt off to go do it.
Deal. He rips his shirt off.
I'm just going to pat his chest and go, have fun.
Maybe do some crunches and press-ups just to...
Pump before
Yeah.
you go and see her.
He just bicep curls Pebbles.
Put me down, please. I'm sick of this happening.
Did Maeb's brother do that too?
Quentin. No, they've taken you.
That's it, I'm
Maybe.
Quentin.
I mean, he was keeping it tight. Not quite this tight, but he was keeping it tight.
He was.
I mean, I think he had a few more abs than you, Kaef.
He did.
I can understand why you would, Pebbles.
When will it end? I'll look up.
Is that what you said to him?
I'm so fucking sick of this now. Right, pack it in the lot of yous. I'm sick of it. It's endless. It's
That's the complaint you gave him.
I'm fucking sick of it. Can I just role play for 5 seconds? No, and don't add any. Is that what he said? Is that what you said to it? Fuck off.
Yeah, is that what you did as well?
Is that what you went to his bedroom? Fuck off.
As you guys are taking the piss out of Pebbles, and it goes on for a while, Terence walks back in after he's been gone a while. Kaef, as he jumps onto your back and back into the backpack, you notice he smells perfumey.
I've just ripped my shirt off and taken the backpack off.
Well, he
So
near the back, the backpack would be near you, so you would smell the waft of him.
Does he warn us about using the room?
No. Just go back in
why
the
do you smell funny?
Excuse me?
You smell clean and like flowers.
Oh, I dropped a few things and it just, yeah. Sorry, Maeve.
I'm just going to look
You've been
up
kind of
towards my
wild.
bathroom and just be like,
Did you have like a bath?
Remember, cats don't have baths. I clean myself. Any other weird questions? Or...
Yeah, why do you smell?
I think I dropped some things and the liquid landed on me and it just smelled. That's it.
What
You're
do you
not
mean
wet.
you dropped it?
I'm going to lean towards Terence and go, did you have a go in the hot springs?
No.
You should, they're fun.
How did you drop things?
I jumped onto a side and something dropped.
Oh, so you
I knocked it
it.
over. Yes.
Then how do you get it on you if you knocked it off the side?
That's a good point.
He climbs in the bag.
You see what I mean now? So next time he goes for a piss, someone's got to take one for the team. All right?
It's definitely not you, you fucking weirdo.
So, what's the plan now?
Well, we send Kaef in.
Have you all got your questions out of the way so that we can go and do every?
Oh.
We need
Oh
to
shit.
So the
take Felicity.
If they got another shirt, I don't think it's very tasteful if we're burying Quentin's dead wife.
Well, if you would like, you can go do my mum first, and we can chill here for a bit.
I was gonna hope that you would come with me and like talk in my head. That thing that you do.
Ew! I don't want to be involved in that. No,
No, you said I can't
No.
say the wrong thing.
I am staying out of your head in that situation. Thank you. That's
Kaef,
all
just
of
go
you.
in and do your titty dance that you do. You'll mesmerise her. She'll start spilling the beans instantly.
Okay.
this just seems ill-advised.
I'm suggesting we get Kaef a shirt.
Yes.
I'm just going to say to no one in particular, just the house or the air. I'm just going to go, can we get a new shirt, please? And then I'm going to say, and then we'll go and we will lay Felicity to rest. And then we can come back and regroup, or I can show you some other places here if you want to, but I know you want to go home. It's up to you. There are a couple of people that I want to go and just catch up with as well at some point, so I can leave you somewhere.
What do you mean, leave us somewhere? Like, you
It's not a
dropping
group
us off?
Yeah, it's not a
Doesn't
group
come at all.
activity.
Can we go to that maze?
I'm going to go to the door and open the door.
There's just a small package on the floor.
I'll pick it up and bring it in. And I'm just going to hand it to Kaef because I already know what it is without opening it.
What else can you ask for?
He just rips the box open and puts the shirt on.
It's nice. It's a silk cotton blend.
Is there no decent workwear here?
I don't think we should let Kaef be alone with your mum.
Okay.
I would rather no one else die.
Agreed. Given that you have
That's
warned
fair.
us, she kills most of her lovers.
He has a way of annoying your.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so we'll lay. So we've got on the plan. We need to lay Felicity to rest. Is there anything any of you would like to do over here? As I say, I have a couple of people I want to
Just go home.
speak to. Okay.
Yeah.
As much as I would like to sightsee, if you tell us what sights there are to see, I think a lot of us do want to go home.
What?
And help you find that dagger.
So, what kind of time of day is it? I'm assuming that we would have to lay Felicity to rest and wait till the next day for my mum to send us back, or
No, you
I'm assuming
probably have enough time to do it today.
yeah, okay.
Actually, the Feywild does not have time of day.
That's pretty good. I liked it.
Okay.
So what are you guys doing?
Can I pick some flowers before we go? to lay Felicity. So I'll go out where we saw them flowers that sprouted up. I'll pick some.
Sure. Easily done.
Well, I think we're ready. Quentin, is there anything that you think Felicity would like at a resting place? Anything that meant something to her? Or like that's symbolic?
I have a ring of hers
Okay.
that I kept with me.
Cool. Well, I think we're ready to go then.
Okay.
Can I get a... I don't want to... Unless there's a way that I can magically redress her in something nicer than prison clothes. Can I get like a nice blanket or big shawl or something, like a covering that we can
Easily enough.
put around her rather than like the prison clothes?
Fine.
I'll grab some. I'll grab one of those as well then to come with us.
Sure.
And I'll
Easily.
start taking them out.
Okay. While you're doing that, Quentin is just sat, just with Teddy, just taking a moment, preparing himself. Once you've done what you're needing to do, leading everyone to where these wildflowers are, and you find a nice spot. Quentin uses some magic to make a resting place for her in the ground.
Kaef, would you mind putting her down there gently? You're strong.
What? Yeah.
Thank you.
And I'll just I'll not get in, but I'll sort of get onto my knees by the side of it and try and gently lower her onto the floor.
Sure. Quentin stands there and just takes a moment and just looks at her. Looks at her body just laying there. He takes a ring out of his and kisses it. And gently drops it onto her.
I know you guys didn't meet her. You would have really liked her, and she would have liked you.
Perhaps you could tell us maybe your favourite thing about her? Your favourite story about her?
I don't know if I can right now. But another time, yeah.
He takes a long, hard look at her. Wipes tears from his eyes. Closes his eyes for a moment. And then he magically, gently places the dirt back onto her body. Maebh, you wanted to do something?
Yeah. I'm gonna gently lay down not lay down, sorry, kneel down at the side of where he's re-put this ground back. I'm gonna just gently lay my hands on top of the ground and just close my eyes and concentrate, and then you're going to see bloom and grow to full height a massive blossom tree that is filled with pink and purple petals that have a glow and glitter around them, that they seem to kind of sparkle as they move. And I'm just gonna step back. I'm just gonna look towards Quentin. And just say to show everyone how beautiful she was.
Thank you. If anyone has any rituals that their people do in the feel free to do them. I know that
Pebbles.
everyone's
Yeah.
different.
What? Go on.
Pebbles looks up at the big tree that Maeve just sprouted, and then looks down at this tiny little shitey bouquet that she made. Here you go. And I pass it to Quentin.
They're beautiful, thank you.
He lays them on top.
Kaef's gonna sit there on his knees, get his little pocket storm out, his little pocket weather thing, and he's gonna say a prayer. And as he does that, he's gonna stand up, leaving a little pocket, leaving a little tiny weather thing there. He's gonna get out a javelin, and you're gonna see, as you normally would when he goes into a rage, the lightning sparkle in his eyes, and he's just and with a huge crack, a bolt of lightning is going to slam down as he slams a javelin into the floor. And just sort of superheats the ground and welds the javelin in place. And it's sort of now gone like, almost silver and sheened. It's almost completely reflected this what's left of the javelin sticking out of the ground.
Quentin takes a moment to take in the kindness that everyone has showed.
Jeremiah will reach into his bag
Mhm.
and pull out a bottle of wine. We don't have many customs where I'm from. But we do produce one vintage from our fields that we don't share with anyone else. The quiet vintage is something we've just shared amongst ourselves. We ferment it with herbs and spices to keep the cold at bay and our loneliness and grief. When I took this, when I left, it was my hope I would never have to use it. But I can't think of a better time than now for this wine to be drunk amongst friends who I can. Amongst friends who are now my family, to pay homage to someone important to someone. Traditionally, we would each take a sip and speak about the memories of our lost one. That may not necessarily be something we can do, given we didn't know Felicity as long as we should have. But perhaps we can just, I don't know, a good energy out into the universe and the world.
I think taking a moment being amongst friends is more than enough.
Gemma will uncork it and then He'll take a. He'll pass it to Quentin first, actually.
Quentin will take a big swig and pass it back to you.
Gemma will take a swig and pass it to the left. Whoever wants to be there, it's up to you.
Pebbles will take a small sip, but she'll take one out of respect. So
Kaef will take this normal huge gulp.
Just make sure not to finish it.
She doesn't finish it.
I'm going to take a drink of it as well.
And then he will bury the bottle next to Felicity, so that she can partake for as long as she wishes.
oh, that's
Cute.
such a sweet ritual.
That I came up with on the fly.
That was
Because
good improv.
I never thought to think of funeral practices for my village.
Quentin will look at you, Maeve.
Can we go home now?
I mean, I think so. I was hoping to see someone, but I understand that you all go home. You all want to go home.
Well, we have one more job to do, though.
What?
We need to find out more about that dagger.
Well, then we can't go home yet.
Shall we go and talk to Mummy, Dearest?
Can try.
Yeah.
Okay. You start heading back to the throne room as you get a few steps away from the entrance. You hear her shouting at someone. And she is pissed.
I'm just going to stop and go, I'm going to vote that we don't talk to my mum, but I also don't know how to get home without her.
Can Pebbles try and listen to what she's shouting about?
You can roll perception.
Ooh.
Maeve, shirt on or shirt off?
I keep it on right now, Kaef. I feel like she would bite your head off right now.
26.
She is mainly swearing. There are no real legitimate sentences coming out of her mouth. Just profanities.
What's your profanity?
Angrily?
Angry.
It's just
Yes. What you guys doing?
Well, like you said, we can't get home without her.
We can. There's a really fun club we can go to that's close and come back tomorrow when maybe she's had a good night's rest.
The doors fly open.
Oh dear.
Please don't stand outside my throne. If you want to talk to me, come in.
look to Maeve.
Can we see who's in there? Like who's she
She is
shouting at?
in there by herself. As far as you can see.
That bitch crazy.
Milady, who are you shouting at?
Oh, they've been sent far away from here. Don't worry about that.
They should look at Maeve and just go, well, that's not shit scary.
So,
We've been filled in on Maeb's task. We need a little bit more information if we are going to retrieve said item than just Maeve might feel it. Our
she
world
walks
is little.
towards you while you're talking. Carry on.
Our world is a little bigger than one might expect, and it would take
While you're
many of
talking, she
our
runs her
lifetimes.
finger down your chest.
And then, it would make many of our mortal lifetimes look to find it, which I'm sure
Please just stop talking. You're ruining the image.
somebody else taught.
It's as
I got the gist of what he was saying. Thank
Oh,
you.
sorry.
Now, the reason I have not told Maeve any more information than she has already is because she will absolutely know it when she is very close to said dagger. She will feel it, every part of her. The dagger will change and shift even in your world. So me giving you a description is impossible. You see that she notices, but she is not acknowledging. Now, I cannot give you any more information, but there are lots of people out there that Maeve is aware of, that she may not have told you about, that are in your... and they are working with her.
What?
To help her.
And we thought she was a little bit mute.
So moving forward, she will be able to speak to people. And maybe do her job correctly. How does that sound for everyone?
Wonderful. And
Wonderful.
thank you, Your Majesty.
Ladies don't raise their hand. Yes.
If I may have forgotten who these people are, where would I find a reminder?
You have spoken to one whilst you were in a city. A woman at a
Yes.
bakery.
Yes, but other than that one.
They will know who you are. They will speak to you.
Oh, okay.
She
I'm gonna
pats
look at
you
the
on the
rest.
head.
No hug, bye.
Are you going? Are you
Well,
wanting
these
me
all
to
want-
send you somewhere?
I don't want to go, but these all want to go home. I did want to see, and I'm just going to kind of look around certain people before I left, but I want to go.
I mean, if you...
She looks at you, Jeremiah, while you start talking.
in
Whereabouts in your world are you wanting to go?
I mean,
Vedantia.
we were heading towards Vedantia, Your Majesty.
Sure.
But I just, if Maeve wants to stay for a while, I'm sure we could.
There is no time.
Just to double back on something else. When you say Maeve has to be very close to the dagger to sense it, how close is close?
She could be in the same city.
Okay, cool.
And she would know
Wonderful.
it's there.
Thank you.
She was told this before leaving.
Would you perhaps give him a note to let him know that he could come over to Dirt to find me? Do you think, Mum? I think.
She just shoots you a look.
Maybe her time with us has made her memory a little lighty.
Maybe. But frivolities are not welcome right now. So, Vedantia.
It's gonna allow big sigh on that. Feels like a
Before we go to Vedantia, what about the parts of them that I accidentally gave away? They need to worry.
Your brother is dealing with it, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Out of game question to everyone. We did say we'd go to that village to tell their loved ones that they're still alive before we got to Vedantia. Are we just not going to tell them?
Yeah, I'll just go to Vedantia. We'll send a pigeon.
Because it's just because they did say they had people like Misha there.
How do you know how far away that village is from Vedantia in terms of like?
I mean, were we like halfway to Vedantia? And I think it was like a
There's
village
so much
coming up.
walking though.
you don't walk.
For you, I meant.
I suppose we could always go there afterwards. I don't.
Well, Vedantia's north, isn't it? So we've got to. Eventually, we're going to have to come back south and go that way anyway.
Yeah, you make a good point. Yeah, I just wanted to say because I know Reese isn't here, and I thought perhaps Misha may want to go there.
Yeah, but when he comes back, he's going to be 260. So, but true.
And plus
Or
Vedantia
Fred.
is
260 gives less of a shit about things. So
Yeah,
Vedantia is
Vedantia's
closer to,
where
like-
everything else is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where like you've probably found out more from Vedantia, I imagine. That's where he was leading to as well, wasn't it?
I think
I can send you
everything
just
seemed to be
outside of
leading there.
Vedantia, if that's okay.
Oh.
Pardon?
I can send you just outside of it.
That'd be brilliant. Probably best if we don't just appear in the city.
Yes.
Cool.
might be
Are
a
you
bit
ready?
jarring. Probably not, but go ahead.
She starts walking away from you guys towards her chair, towards where she... Is my mic cutting out, or is it just me?
Yeah.
I don't know why
Yeah.
it's...
At the end. It's like
I don't know why it's cutting out. I've turned my gain up a little bit.
I've
Maybe
had to turn you up as well.
I'll turn my gain up. Maybe it's that where I've moved.
Well,
Is that okay?
Just
Yeah,
turn
that's
it
good.
up.
Yeah, since we're going there.
Yeah, cool. She starts walking away from you. Still doing it. She starts to walk away from you towards her throat.
It just gets loud.
Yes, it's going to get louder. I'm having to turn my gain up.
It's like boom.
She's
She starts
walking
to
to
walk
her
away.
throne.
Towards her throne.
as she starts to walk away, can I step forward, kind of like with my arms reaching to her a bit?
As you step forward, for all of you, everything turns black. And then before you is your material world. But not how you left it.
Oh, crap.
The sky is red. The ground is dry and cracked. Someone saying they're popping you just outside of Vedantia, there doesn't seem to be a city anywhere, as far as you look. Red storms fill the air. Lightning cracks.
Where the hell are we?
I don't know.
Um,
I'm gonna get
I
the
hit
pocket
to
weather
point out. It could not just be a where we are. It could be a when we
when?
are.
What do you mean when?
There's nothing to say that we went back to the same time that we left.
Weren't we in the middle
Forwards or
of
backwards?
Veilrend?
Either way.
Either.
So we've got to take your mother's word that she's just put us outside of Vedantia. That we know.
She wouldn't lie, so we are definitely outside Vedantia.
Is it possible
So
we're
now we've
outside
gotta
where
figure out-
Vedantia is going to be, given we can't see?
Or
Yes,
where it-
that is
Or where
possible.
it was?
Or where it was.
That is also possible, yes.
I had family in that
As you
city.
guys are talking, there is a huge explosion. You don't know where from.
Whereabouts
it
was
is.
the war? Whereabouts was the war?
He didn't. Which one?
The one with my booing.
If you don't his name already.
Did he say something
Damocles.
about the south?
Damocles, the love of my life.
It was around to the area that you should be standing in right now.
Are we in
Has
the
the
middle
war
of a
reached
war?
the city?
Yeah, but the Warstone can completely eradicate cities from even existence.
Can. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Is there any like trees or shelter or anything nearby? It's just no man's land.
Just desolate.
Oh my god.
Right. Okay. Does anyone remember anything? Does anyone remember anything about there being a red stormy sky?
Isn't
in
that what
any-
it was like when you died in that vision?
Yeah. Yes. But that was just that city, wasn't it?
But the city was gone. And there was them all that shit
Am I-
happening.
Jeremiah, call for Maggie and see if it's real.
All right. Maggie?
As you start to do that, about 50 feet away from you, some things start to come out of the ground. They are big. They are mechanical looking. And they are starting to move towards all of you.
Draw my fucking blades.
And that is where we'll end today's session.
I hope it's the past. Jeremiah had family in Vedantia. Are they all dead?
You're gonna need more wine.
I just used the bottle.
Yeah, no.
This better be the past. Better be the past.
Who knows?
Oh my god. That was a good session.
Damn, Lou.
Good session.
Yep.
We will.
We weren't even here for like half of it.
Yeah.
We were off gallivanting while Pebbles was getting her end away.
We will pick up where the hell you guys are and what the hell you guys are doing next week. And we will call it there and end stream.
Fun times.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
Thank you.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate all of you.
Mwah.
And we'll see you. We'll see you next week.
Oh, but not after that, where we were sorry.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.